Gary, Rob, and Jeff. Let's see how this comes out, and if it comes out okay, I'll send it to you. I thought I would use this video to give you a little bit of an update of a conversation that we've had either last week when we were all together in Tennessee or a week or two before that about decisions involving the ownership of the cabin. I spoke with all three of you gentlemen because at the time I spoke with you, I indicated that it was my desire to offer to Ann and Bill complete ownership of the cabin, with the understanding that I would, in effect, compensate the three of you for your 1/5 share in the cabin, and allow Ann and Bill to take over the total management of the cabin in about a year's time frame. I actually had planned to make this offer to Ann and Bill while we were together at the Smoky Mountains, but I never really felt that comfortable doing it in that environment, so I decided I would just wait a few weeks and talk to them about it without it being part of the 50th birthday celebration. Now I've got a new, there are two wrinkles in that. One wrinkle is that when I came back from the cabin in late July and talked with Carol about it, she was not particularly keen on what I was proposing, and quite frankly she said she hadn't thought much about it, but she wasn't certain that she wanted to give me the go-ahead on making such an offer without more thought on her part. So I think, as I mentioned to Jeff, I still thought that I would make the offer, but this time I would present it as a conditional offer, meaning if I extend an offer to you to own the cabin for a nominal price of $1 or $10 or whatever, would you accept it? And understand that I still haven't convinced your mother that this is the way to go. So that was wrinkle number one, and that was actually a couple weeks old. Wrinkle number two now is that I've just received a phone call from the Cardinal at North Hills, which is that continuing care retirement community that we were signed up for in 2008, which never happened, and which I got my money back. But they are calling me to tell me that they intend to build probably in the year 2014, and that probably you should add another year or two to that, I guess, but they were asking if I am still interested, and I'm not certain that I am, but then again I think I ought to at least hear about it, because the big difference between this new program and the old one is that it will be a rental-only proposition. In other words, I won't have any equity in it. And at first I didn't want to get involved with anything that was a rental and or something that I couldn't make money on if it appreciated. But quite frankly, I'm doing much better with my investments in the stock market than I appear to be able to do in investing a slug of money, and you know, we're still talking several hundreds of thousands of dollars here in a real estate investment. So clearly our health is much better than it was, Carol's health especially, in 2008 when she had her pulmonary embolism. And I really am getting tired of home ownership, so maybe I am ready to go into a much smaller housing unit. And there really were a lot of advantages to the location of the Cardinal. So this is kind of a long explanation to say I really would like you not to mention anything about my idea of offering the cabin to Ann and Bill until I get a little more time to see my way through this thing. So I'd like to put a gag rule on what I've talked to you guys about until I see a little clearer what this offer is coming from the Cardinal at North Hills. So if you haven't said anything to Ann and Bill, and I didn't think that you would, please don't say anything to them till I know I've got my act together. So that's a message from your dad, and let's see how the quality of this transmission carries. Have a good day. Bye-bye.